What's the deal with speculative bubbles? Why do they occur? Well, a lot of it has to do with human nature. Humans tend to overreact to things. When things go bad, we get really scared. And when things go well, we often get really excited. Sometimes when things are going really, really well, we get a little bit too excited. And this excitement, this overexuberance, is the main driver of speculative bubbles. Let's take a trip back to the dot-com boom. How did the dot-com boom really get started? Well, back in 1994, Mark Andreessen started a small company called Netscape. Netscape had developed a browser to help people gain access to the internet. 2 years later, Netscape went public, netting billions of dollars for the founders and investors. Mark Andreessen was the poster child of a new tech boom, a youthful entrepreneur who in 2 years had made enough money for the rest of his life. This prospect of getting rich quick was very exciting. Others wanted to get in on the action. They started dot-com companies, raising millions of dollars without a business model or any real way to make money. Many of these companies were sold or taken public, and this further fueled the speculative fires. It was a modern-day gold rush. But in 2001, people finally came to their senses, and the results were painful. We had a major crash. Many companies went out of business, and thousands of people lost their jobs. But here's the funny thing. Just a few years later, we had a finance and real estate bubble. People were starting to get excited again. But this time, it was based on buying second and third homes. It wasn't based on technology. And about questionable loans and subprime mortgages and cheap money. All in the name of short-term profits. And of course, we know how that turned out. We had a major economic meltdown, a credit crisis, and a complete global slowdown for quite a period of time. So what's the lesson here? The lesson here is that good things don't last forever. People often get excited about stuff that isn't real. So you should do your homework, be skeptical, and don't always buy into the hype. Save money during the boom times so you can spend and invest when things go bad. The economy will always move in cycles, and it's important to understand how these cycles can directly affect your life. I'd like to finish up with a quote from Warren Buffett. Be fearful when others are greedy, and be greedy when others are fearful. Because people get overly exuberant, overly excited, and sometimes too scared when things are bad, you should tend to do the opposite of what normal people are doing. Save when other people are spending, and spend a little bit when other people are trying to hoard all of their money, right? I'm not saying this is a foolproof strategy, but Warren Buffett is a very, very savvy and successful investor, and he has done quite well for himself by living by this credo. Thank you very much for watching. For similar videos, I recommend you check out my website, www.canjo.com.